I have now scrolled on social media for 30 days. Actually, more than that, 31, I think, technically. I deleted all of the social media apps off my phone, signed out of the personal accounts that I was logged into on those, because I wanted to challenge myself and see what happened. So let's talk about what happened. There are so many takeaways that I have from this experience, and I'm at the point where I'm actually not sure if I want to re-download anything. I think I might download Snapchat today, because fun fact, if you delete Snapchat, like not your account but delete the app, Snapchat will text you and let you know that you have unread snaps like every other day. And so I want to open those unread snaps because that was not helping me, but I'm worried that I'm not quite ready to fully have access to all of my social media again, because I just don't know if I've had enough time, and I'm actually a lot happier without it. Initially, when I deleted it, I was having a little bit of increased anxiety because I didn't really know what was going on. I felt left out. I felt just like I was being misinformed and things like that. I had FOMO as well. That slowly faded off, and now the biggest thing I could say is that my mood has improved significantly, and I feel like my mental health is so much better. I do feel disconnected, but it's mainly disconnected from the people in my life, and I don't think I care to be disconnected from, the world as much. And I read news. I work in news, so I have to read it, and I just don't feel like I have been totally out of the loop. But then again, maybe I just don't know what I'm not aware of. But I just feel like my anxiety has decreased. I haven't felt as sad. I haven't felt as gloomy. If I said I feel a little bit of isolation, but I think it's shifted my perspective into how do I satisfy that without it being a digital connection. And it just made me realize how much we don't talk to each other in person and just over the phone, and even just in text. Maybe this is my life and my experience, but I think we feel like we're connected to people and we're really not, because we're just seeing, the latest picture that they posted online and the latest status update, and we really have no idea what's going on in other people's lives. But I think we fooled ourselves into thinking we do, and we have the knowledge of what's going on without actually communicating one-on-one. And we can tend to, I think with that, we can also tend to make assumptions that everybody's okay, or like we know exactly what's going on, so we don't need to ask about their lives, or we think one thing when it's really this thing, just based off of what's online. And it emphasizes the importance of direct communication. And as far as connections with my friends go, I have communicated with a select few. And, I get a few calls from my friends and my mom like every week. And I've texted with a couple of people. But there's a lot of people that I also normally would know a little bit about what's going on in their life just based off of what's online, that I have absolutely no idea what's going on with in their lives. And I haven't reached out, and I also haven't heard from them. And I think it's just a reminder, the phone works both ways. So yes, I can reach out to people, and I have done that in the past, but also people don't reach out to me. And so it's just a reminder that who is actually thinking about you and making you a priority in your life, and who isn't. So it's just interesting. I'm not trying to call anybody out or anything. It's just something I'm realizing, because I can count on one hand how many people I've communicated with during this time outside of my work. The next thing I realized is that we're wasting so much brain power by just consuming social media and doom scrolling. I felt like, you have little withdrawals. I would say it's 1 day, 1 or 2 days maybe. And then you adjust, and your mind I'm just fascinated by how much space in my mind has opened up. I feel like I read one book so far. I'm reading another. So, and if you know me, that's very significant because I can't finish anything because my attention is terrible. But that it's improved without social media. But I feel like I can actually think critically, and I can breathe, and things feel a little bit less fast-paced. And I just don't think I realized that social media was the cause of my anxiety and me being in a rush and me being needing to get things done quickly. I do still have a high-intensity job, but I can think clearly. and I can think critically. And I think when we're on social media, a lot of what is online can be people giving us opinions and perspective, which is good. I think that there's a positive there too, but can you actually think for yourself? Have you taken a moment to sit in the silence and think for yourself and remember your why and what you're doing in life or whatever? For me, that opened the space in my mind to make more in-depth videos like this one on YouTube. And I've wanted to do this for a while. I just felt so overwhelmed and burnt out, and I didn't want to touch video for other reasons. But once I eliminated that short form, fast-paced scrolling, I felt like I could really sit down and think and do this with a much better intention than I could in the past. So that's just a creative perspective. But if you're just wanting to learn more or be able to slow things down or think more critically, I really encourage taking the doom scrolling off your phone, or at least putting strict limits on it, which is where I might be leading. I'm not quite convinced that I can have like TikTok back. I don't think I'm going to let myself. I'm going to allow myself to maybe check Facebook on the computer a little bit more than I have been, which Facebook, I don't need that on my phone. I don't miss it at all, and I don't think I'm going to get it back. And while I've mentioned that I felt a little isolated and deprived, I genuinely just think that I'm much happier without all of the overload of information and opinion and panic, and it's just a mix of emotions. I actually talked to a psychologist about this for something I was doing at work, and the things that social media can do to our attention span are crazy because, she explained that you open up TikTok, for example, and it's a mix of emotions from happy, sad, angry, jealous, all of these things. And I wanted to be able to take control over that again. I think I finally feel like I have, just by not having it on my phone. It doesn't mean I'm restricted from it completely, but I'm going to choose when I go to it and what I'm looking for, which is why I've kind of shifted my focus to YouTube, because when you get on YouTube, yes, it is recommending videos to you. So you can click and you can scroll, but most of the time you know what you're looking for when you go on there. And I feel like the content on YouTube, just for example, is just much more thought out and in depth instead of a quick brain rot on TikTok. And with all that being said, I feel I have plenty of takeaways, and I'll probably just continue documenting this. But what I'm going to do right now is re-download Snapchat, and I'll do it live on camera, pre-recorded, but I'm going to re-download it because I want those texts to stop, number one. But I'm actually curious. I'm kind of nervous for what this is going to do, because I don't want to go back to me constantly needing to check my phone. I found myself doing it a little bit when I started posting YouTube videos, checking the analytics and stuff. I can't help myself with that. So I actually blocked YouTube Studio on my phone for just a specific amount of time each day, because I don't want to be relying on that as well. But what I think I'm most proud of myself is just acknowledging that and trying to be intentional about everything that I'm doing online, which includes consuming and creating. All right, I'm opening Snapchat. I'm kind of scared. 17 snaps. I'm not going to allow notifications. I might delete this right after, but we'll see. So last message I got on here that I didn't open was February 11th. It's now March 13th, so I actually am 2 days past. I guess it was the 11th. Aww. See, I'm seeing videos of my friends' kids, and I'm that's actually a part of what I miss, is I want to know what's going on there. I got a Snapchat that said my friend was running on a treadmill and that he wants to pass out. Don't know when that was. Good for him, though. All right, all caught up. I don't know how much. It's 444. That's a sign. I don't know what the sign is, but 444. All caught up on Snapchat. I'm gonna have to go back and see how long I actually spent just scrolling through that. It wasn't timely, because most people that snap me knew that I was getting rid of it, but I don't think they knew for a week total or so. But some of the stuff that I was looking through was, I think, probably from a month ago or just around then. So it was interesting, but overall don't feel like I missed too much, other than I liked seeing my friends' kids. So that's one thing. I think I might leave it on my phone and just block it and only let myself have it for 30 minutes a day, because that seems like a good balance, in my opinion. I don't know. That was interesting. I'm a little unsure on how I feel. It's a slow merge, but I genuinely think that this is shifting me in the right direction to really having better connections with the people that I want and they want to have connections with, regardless of whatever relationship that is. I just want things to be more intentional in my life, and I want to not just think that we're connected, through social media when we really aren't. I want to talk to more people in depth. I want to check on them. I want to hang out with people in person, and I want to challenge myself to go out into the wild more. I've been saying this for a long time, but do it with intention and essentially just have better connections all around in my life. And I don't think we need social media on our phones and access to that 24/7. I don't think we need it. So, at least I don't. I don't think it's a healthy relationship for me. That's what I'm realizing as I've taken time off. I'm actually very curious about going back to the quote unquote dumb phones, like a flip phone. I'm trying to figure out how that might be possible in my life. I don't think it's possible, like Monday through Friday when I'm working, but I just wonder if there's a way that I could switch my phone and just maybe change the SIM card to a dumb phone, like one of my old flip phones. I really want to try this just to see how I really feel about it all. The only thing that I'm very concerned about if I do that is I am directionally challenged and I will need a GPS. So I might need to learn how to read a map if I actually do this. Because these flip phones, you can get them for $30. It's insane. When this is like $1,500, which it's got a lot of things you need. It's great. But I really want to try that. Is there anybody out there that's watching this that has tried that and kind of successfully been able to switch back and forth? Or do you have to get a completely different phone line? I don't know how to make that work, but I can't afford really a new phone line, I don't think. Maybe I can if there's no data. I will continue to look into this, but that would be a really fun series to do. And just I want to do it for myself personally, but I think it could be a fun series to capture the journey. Have you gone without social media? Have you deleted it? Are you reevaluating your relationship with it? Comment below. Let me know how it's gone for you, or if you're wanting to do this as well. Also let me know. If you want to continue to follow this journey as I try to reconnect by disconnecting a little bit, feel free to like, subscribe, do all the things, turn on the bell, the YouTube stuff. Overall, very positive experience, and it's very eye-opening. And I encourage you to consume and create with intention, because I think we maybe forgot how. Say hello. Say that. He's hungry. Tum tum. Look. Look, sometimes when I do this. Oh, he's so cute. He didn't completely do that, but he headbutts me. Don't look at his butt. Oh, he's going on top of the chair. It's a danger zone. Oh no, he's going for the hair. He's gonna do it again. Thomas, don't need my shoulder, it hurts. You ready to go eat dinner? The daily routine. I'm editing and he's hungry. Another thing that you do when you don't have social media is you spend more time with your pets. Yeah. Huh, Thomas? Look how cute he is. You're so cute, Thomas. Sorry. Go to sleep. There's snow in the background. It's so peaceful. Sorry. So good kitty. So tired. Sleepy kitty.